I'm Sebastian Davies, a learning experience expert at Da쏘sistems. Hello, and welcome to this DraftSight for Beginners video on using drawing tools. In this multi-video series, we will develop an architectural drawing. In this video, we will focus on using drawing tools to carry out different tasks. These include creating a cupboard door, using a mask to simplify the design, and drawing the inner and outer walls on the first floor. Please note that these are preliminary steps. In the following video, we will use modification tools to complete the design changes. So, let's get started. We will zoom in and out and pan around the drawing during this video. We zoom in and out using the mouse's middle scroll wheel. Rolling up zooms in and down zooms out, while holding down the scroll button and moving the mouse pans. We will zoom into the cabinet and use the rectangle command to indicate a door. We specify the start point, then type D and enter to define the rectangle size using dimensions of 420 and -5 consecutively. Next, we will draw an arc to indicate the cabinet door swing. We will use a center start angle type arc and specify the 3 points accordingly. Turning on the ortho causes our cursor to be restricted to move in the horizontal or vertical axes only, so we can click to add the arc at a precise angle. We will complete this in the following video using modification tools. We will use our mouse to zoom and pan to take a closer look at the dressing table. This is a simple rectangle with a chair, but we can see the chair beneath it. Using the mask command, we can create an image that hides anything that is behind it. This improves the quality of the drawing without the need to modify entities, and so reduces modification time in the future. We will use the menu drop-down, draw, and click mask. A mask has two components: a frame that acts as an outline and an image that fills the frame border. The frame can be turned on or off via the command options. We turn frames on to make seeing, selecting, and editing masks in a drawing easier. Once the mask command is complete, an image is created that fills the frame border and acts as a mask. Anything behind the mask will be hidden in the drawing. We click the four corners of the rectangle to define the frame and create an image. This done, we will press escape to end the command. The table and part of the chair are now masked as the table rectangle and part of the chair is behind the mask, making them invisible in the drawing. We can see that the mask frame is currently turned off, so selecting it will be difficult. We will turn the mask frames on so that we can select it. We can turn on the frame of the mask from the command options, so we will press enter to repeat the command, then type F to activate the frames option. The default is yes to show the frames, so we will simply press enter to turn them on. We want the table to be seen in the drawing, so it needs to be in front of the mask. To change this order, we will select the rectangle, choose the polyline, right-click on it and select Display Order, Bring to Front. This shows the table only as it is in front of the mask but hides the chair beneath it, which remains behind the mask and is therefore hidden. It should be noted we have masks on all of the windows in our drawing, so we will turn off the mask frames again before moving on. To do this, we will activate the mask command once more by typing mask and pressing enter, and then turn the frames off by using the same process but by typing no and pressing enter to hide the mask frames. Once again, we will return to this table in the following video to complete the detailing of it. For a more precise zoom, we will type Z, press enter and indicate the area to zoom using a window. We need to add internal and external walls. An ideal way to do this is to use the rich line command, which lets us define multiple lines drawn in parallel. Rich lines employ user-defined styles. Before we use the command, let's take a look at the styles available in the drawing. We can access the rich line styles through the DraftSight, Options and Drawing Styles. Here we can see that we have 3 available. Selecting the different styles shows the offsets assigned to them, the line colour and styles. Each line property entry indicates a line that will be drawn, so in the case of the external wall, we will have 4 lines drawn simultaneously. The offset value is based on the wall size we will be using and our mouse start point. So the third line, with an offset of 0, will be drawn in line with our mouse start point. The fourth line will be offset from this by minus 12.5. This system lets us easily define different cavity wall sizes once, which can then be used time and again for different residential or industrial architectural designs, for example. We already have the line styles that we need set up, so we can click Cancel to return to the drawing and run the rich line command once more. We type ST and press Enter to define the style EXT_WALL and press Enter again to activate it. We then click the wall stud in the lower right of the plan to indicate the start point. Move our mouse to the far left wall stud and click again. The command remains active, so we will move and click twice more to define the three sides of the external wall. As we do so, we can see the four parallel lines are automatically drawn and offset from one another based on our style settings. On the last wall, we type C to close the rich lines and press Enter. Zooming into the corner of the floor plan, we can see that the rich lines extend over the windows. The windows have masks on them, so we will do a crossing selection on the wall, right-click on them, and use the Display Order Send to Back. We use the command Z Enter, P Enter to zoom previous. Then zoom in and pan to center the internal walls that need to be added. Using the same processes, we will activate the rich line command, change the style to INT_wall, and click to place the internal wall once again using the wall stud as our setting out point. To make sure the wall abuts the door jamb accurately, we hold down the Shift key and right click to access the Entity Snap contextual menu and select Perpendicular. Once this is done, moving our mouse close to the door jamb and clicking causes the rich lines to connect exactly at 90 degrees. So we do not have to make any further modifications and can press the Escape key to place the rich lines and end the command. We will then adjust our view and repeat the same process for the opposite wall. Click to activate the rich lines command, select the wall stud and use a perpendicular entity snap to ensure a clean 90-degree connection to the door jamb. Finally, press the Escape key to place the rich lines and end the command. In our next video, we will use modification tools to complete the cupboard door, dressing table and clean up the wall junctions. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for even more great content and click the link in the description below to access additional tips, tricks and training courses.